Hey there, guys. All right, today we are back. Well, actually, no, we're not back with anyone new. Well, wait, fuck. Yeah, we're here with something new. Exandria, an intimate history, narrated by Matthew Mercer. I did not feel like trying to rewatch that 20-minute Elder Scrolls lore video this weekend, so I thought we would just watch here an Exandrian history. Uh, so yeah, we'll see. This is probably gonna be titled a fantasy author, though I may try and put in some little historian notes in how the timeline is or whatever. Um, See if I can notice any natural developments and things like that. Before I dive in, make sure you go and check out the links in the description box below. I would love to join the Discord and follow me over at Twitch. I have no clue if this is going to get copyright struck. I do not know how Critical Role handles reactions in regards to this. Hopefully I'm okay. Hopefully, at the very least, it's just a copyright claim and I just don't make money. I just hope it doesn't become a copyright strike, because that would suck, because then that would essentially mean no video. And it would just be wasted time. But anyways, let's dive in.
Welcome to Exandria,
Oh, his voice is so nice.
the world of Critical Role. Join us as we explore this world and its history, starting at the very beginning.
Wee.
Eons before recorded history.
And I mean, you know, it's a fantasy world. You gotta have a creation myth, especially in D&D.
A group of formless gods arrived at a world churning in chaos. But within this disorder, they saw boundless potential and a chance to learn about their place in the universe through the act of creation. So they began to tame the primordial chaos of this world and created life to live upon it. First were the elves.
One thing I do want to say, especially as someone that has been watching Critical Role for the last 3 years, yeah, one thing that I think Matthew Mercer does best is he actually does do his history pretty fucking well. He is very good at writing those long-term story threads, which is also very useful when it comes to being skilled at that is very, very useful at writing compelling and interesting backstory, lore, and history to your world. Because also, because you know how good this motherfucker is at it, I'm watching this video and I'm like, hold on. He's teasing some other things in here, right? He's teasing some other long threads that are being hinted at, especially with that, especially now in campaign 3, where the question of the gods is coming into play, and kind of their role in society and things like that. There at the beginning, he states that they're learning their place in the cosmos or whatever, or learning their purpose through creation. It's such a small line that like when this video was released, probably don't think much about. But as the conversation around the gods has expanded in campaign 3 and become more prevalent, that line to me is jumping out a lot. Maybe I'm just paranoid.
Then the dwarves, then humans, and other races swiftly.
And you know, he did the kind of Tolkien creation thing there. Elves first, dwarves second. Well, technically in Tolkien's world, the dwarves did come first, but they weren't allowed out of the darkness until the elves had like settled the world or whatever.
Following as the young gods created their children. But these children of the gods lived short, violent lives. To help them withstand the chaos of this tumultuous land, the gods gave their children small slivers.
I see Ruidus. So wait, okay, wait. Either this is a mistake, or Ruidus or Predathos was sealed away before, during the founding.
Slivers of their essence, resulting in the birth of divine magic. In addition, they created illustrious dragons pledged to defend the weak. But the primordial forces of this world responded to this power shift. Primordial titans rose to end this attempt at taming their world, destroying vast swaths of mortal populations. This created a schism between the gods. One side, the prime deities, wanted to protect their creation.
Okay, no, so this would be when Predathos came to be, right? No, we don't know enough, I don't think.
From the titans. So they taught their children how to make magic on their own, culminating in the birth of arcane magic. But the other gods became so overwhelmed by grief, loss, and frustration, they wanted to join the titans in destroying their creations.
Well, this is this the so this is the previous matron of ravens, I'm assuming, until the current one, because the current one came about during the calamity, didn't she?
These betrayer gods wanted to give up on this world and start over somewhere else. To save their children and their world, the prime deities banished the betrayer gods to their own prison planes. And with the help of the mortals' magic, the primordial titans were defeated, their essences safely channeled and locked away into the elemental planes. And thus, civilization dawned in the heart of the first city, Vasselheim. And this world was finally named Exandria.
The music is
For
copyrighted.
centuries, the mortal races prospered during the Age of Arcanum. They perfected their magics, spawning unimaginable feats of arcane innovation. But this progress also led to unchecked arrogance. Some began using their magics for the ruthless
Yep, there she is.
pursuit of power, immortality, and even to attain godhood. One mortal challenged the god of death and won, ascending to take their place in the pantheon. Another mortal, inspired by her success, resorted to releasing the betrayer gods from their planar prisons to achieve such power. The betrayer gods and their acolytes ravaged the
Let me tell you, I love Exandria Unlimited Calamity. I have rewatched it twice at least. Oh, so good. I kind of want to rewatch it again.
world, attacking Vasselheim directly, and invoking the wrath of the guardian dragons and the prime deities themselves.
Dun, dun, dun.
The result was a magical arms race, with all sides, god and mortal alike, working diligently to create new arcane engines of war. A war that would become known as the Calamity. Not much is known about the battles that ensued during the Calamity, but the scars they left upon the world are visible to this day. Some gods imbued fragments of their power into powerful arms and armaments known as the vestiges of divergence. The grand, magical cities of the Age of Arcanum were completely destroyed by the war. Only Vasselheim, the Dawn City, survived, while the rest of civilization was left in ruins. The prime deities and their champions successfully banished the betrayer gods back to their prison planes. But only 1/3 of the planet's population survived the Calamity. After the events of this terrible catastrophe, the prime deities created the Divine Gate to protect their creations from the ruinous presence of unchecked divinity, sealing all divine powers behind it. The gods sacrificed their ability to physically return to the material plane, but Exandria would be protected from the destructive warring of these divine beings.
Okay, so wait, does that mean then that Ludinus is trying to destroy that wall? That's what I'm assuming is happening.
The gods' power would only be channeled by their most devout worshippers. The calamity shook the foundations of Exandria. But from it, new cities and new cultures were spawned. Will the mistakes of the past be learned from? Or will history repeat itself? On the continent to the west, the dwarves had taken to their mountains. But after a generation, the elves returned to this land and named it Gwasar. Eventually, humans came to Gwasar, and with them they brought chaos and passion. King Warren Dresig and his sons waged a war for the land before the Dresig rule was felled by Zan Taldore. She became sovereign, and the
Oh no, she's hot.
continent was renamed Taldore in her honor. To the east is the continent of Wildmount, a geographically varied land split into three main sections. The Menagerie Coast, a land of trade ruled by the Clovis Concord. Western Wynandir, ruled by and named for the nationalistic Dwendalian Empire. And Eastern Wynandir, a land scarred by the calamity named Jorhas, ruled by the Kreen dynasty. Beyond their borders are the frozen tundras of Iselcross and the lands of the Miskath Strand. Sparsely populated and mostly untamed, the continent of Isilra is home to Vasselheim and is where civilization itself began. When the magical cities of the Age of Arcanum fell, the people of Vasselheim took on a distaste of arcane magic and a zealous respect for the works of the divine. In the south, you'll find the continent of Marquette. Though the pebbled coast is inviting and there is respite in the oasis, its vast desert can prove treacherous, and the lush jungles and jagged mountains that surround it hide mysteries still yet to be unraveled. Exandria is a world rife with change and marked by both power and potential, where destructive forces are forever seeking new ways to return to chaos, but where heroes will always rise up to meet these challenges and protect this fragile.
Wait a minute. That's gotta be Keyleth. That's fucking Percy, 100%. Okay, yeah, so that's Jester. That's not. That's Caleb right there. Yasha? Who is this one? Who is this? That's Grog? That's fucking, you know who. Hold on. Is that Tarrington Darrington? Or whatever the fuck his name is. There's Scanlan. I think that's Pikey right there. Oh, yeah, right above my... There's Eustace. Oh, fuck, what's the name? Oh, no. Caleb's boyfriend. Ethic. That's what it was. And then I'm thinking this sword right here is probably Ford. And then the one holding the staff, there's Bo. Who the fuck is this guy? Who's this one? Who? Who? And now it's Exandria, an intimate history, narrated by Matthew Mercer by fucking Critical Role. This was fantastic. I want more videos like this because they are so entertaining. He could release they could release a 2-hour video of Matt Mercer narrating the history of his creation, and I would watch it because that shit I love. I think that's so cool. Seeing someone a world that originally they had made just to share with their friends, their voice acting buddies, uh, originally intended as a one shot for Liam's birthday, and now it's this massive fucking entity. I think that's so cool. Uh, Matt fucking loves it. Clearly, you can see the passion. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, this doesn't get copyright struck. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.